Welcome to the video Vort. Beginning of this week's Sedra, Moshe Rabbeinu twice tells Yoshua and the Jewish people, once each, Chazak ve'ematz, to be strong in the face of challenge, in the face of leading the Jewish people, in the face of the nations that the Bnei Israel may have to engage in battle. Chazak ve'ematz, be strong. What does this term ematz mean? So chazak means be strong. Ematz, or amitz, means to be courageous. Somebody who is amitz lev is strong of heart. They're courageous. So if that is the case, it is strange and somewhat curious that on Yom Kippur we bang our chests and confess our sins. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha beimutz halev. We confess for being courageous. What's so bad about being courageous? So clearly we are not confessing the sin of courage. But what we are is confessing using the trait that underlines courage for bad purposes. And the trait that underlines courage is the ability for a person to stand in the face of danger, of risk, of challenge, of a situation that warrants my fear, and despite that, I do it anyway. I'm afraid for good reason, but I do it anyway for good reason. That's courage. Al chet shechatanu beimutz halev is when I'm faced with truth, when I'm faced with an honest evaluation of a situation, and I decide to work against it anyway. I double down on my incorrect path. That's al chet shechatanu beimutz halev. I'm stubborn not for the purposes of courage. I am stubborn for the purposes of doubling down on the position that I've taken because I have to be right, the facts be damned. That's al chet shechatanu beimutz halev. We live, I think, in a time right now, in a double-down nation, where nobody is ever wrong, where we're always right, and even if we're wrong, we double down on being wrong as on the conviction that we are right. This chet of al chet shechatanu beimutz halev is perhaps more prescient now than in recent memory. As a society, and sometimes even as individuals, we are plagued with the need to be right. And perhaps when we klap al chet on this Yom Kippur, we will realize that we don't always have to be right. Because if we are always right, or if we believe we are always right, it robs us of the capability of refining ourselves, of changing, of becoming better, of fixing any of the minor imperfections or maybe major imperfections that might require some attention. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us the strength and the courage to say al chet shechatanu beimutz halev. Good Shabbos and a Gemar Chasim Hatov.